If I stay in this house a second longer, I'm literally going to lose my mind. When I'm home, it's like I'm his source of entertainment, and when we're out, the the world is his entertainment. The really hard thing about being a mother when you are someone who's introverted, especially, is that I do not like talking all the time. It takes a lot of energy out of me to talk sometimes, and especially when I'm in my luteal phase, I don't want to talk. But my son is in that stage where, like, he wants to talk all the time. What are you doing, Mom? I tell him. And then he asks me again, what are you doing, Mom? And it's like, oh my gosh, it's like I feel bad for ignoring him. But I just don't want to talk. Like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to open my mouth. I don't want to speak. And I also don't want to hear anyone talking to me. I just want quiet. That part of motherhood is like one of the most draining parts, is constantly having to be on, constantly having to be talking, constantly having to be entertaining, constantly listening to noise, someone constantly touching you, someone constantly having a right to your body. People are going to be like, oh, be grateful that you have a son, be grateful that he wants to hug you, and one day he's going to be old and all that other type of stuff. Like, I totally get it. Totally get that spiel, right? That doesn't negate the hardship that comes along with it. Totally valid. I'm going to be sad one day when he grows up and doesn't want to hug me or acts like he's too cool for me or whatever. In that same regard, can feel overstimulated and touched out and exhausted and drained from having to interact with someone all the time, from having to talk to someone all the time, from someone touching me all the time. The two can coexist. I have a right to my own body. Like, I'm allowed to want to not be touched. I'm allowed to not want to talk and to want to be left alone and to want peace and quiet. Like, I'm allowed to want those things, and I've always wanted them. That's just who I am as a person. Before having a kid, that's who I was, and that hasn't gone away upon having a kid. I just feel very irritable a lot of the time. And then it's like I'm also having to deal with the guilt of not wanting to talk to my child, not wanting to be hugged in that moment, not having a lot of patience or energy for him, not wanting to read another book. I don't want to talk. Reading counts as talking. I hope, like, who's ever listening to this can understand what I'm saying, without taking it in the wrong way. Like, the hard parts of motherhood that I just feel like, people don't really talk about enough, especially as someone who's introverted.